Hello everyone, it's Allie from Titan and welcome back to our channel. I am here with something pretty awesome. We do have our first ever first edition booster box opening of Flesh and Blood here on the channel, and we'll be checking out that brand new release of Monarch, official release date being this upcoming Friday the 7th, but a lot of stores did actually host pre-release events this past weekend. I didn't get to go to any. I know there was another store locally that had one, but I'm not too comfortable with stuff like that, so I did miss. Although they did have it at retail, that would have been really good value to go to. Because in pre-release events, actually, you do get packs from first edition boxes, which I didn't know that. I thought they would have been in kits. Looks like the packs just come straight out of the boxes. But I'm very excited and a bit nervous to see what we find here. These are actually quite expensive. Not as crazy as those $20,000 first edition Welcome to Wraith boxes, but still kind of expensive here. So I tried to pull up a little cheat sheet like I've been doing here recently on the channel with new releases, opening up a tab on screen with TCG Player's sorted market high to low, but it seems like there's just not many people that have singles listed at all, so I had to actually go like 2 pages in before I found a card that was at like 400 bucks. So I don't know what I'm looking at there. Too many cards for me to sort through, not enough listings, so I'm just going to go into this one blind, and you guys will be joining me. But I'm very excited to be opening up our first ever first edition box. Let's see if we can find a cold foil. I keep mentioning it every time we open up one here. I've pulled foil legendaries, but I've never pulled a fabled, so that would be nuts. But let's go ahead and get on into this Monarch box. Very excited. We do have very few quantity of boxes of first ed in stock, but we will be getting more unlimited. I think are supposed to be coming out later this month. So when that releases, we'll have some more reasonably priced boxes when that comes out. But let's go ahead and get on into Monarch by snapping us into the corner, and let's get started. Now, I really don't know when this video is going to be live. It seems like YouTube's giving me some issues. It took a while, and by a while, I mean almost an hour for the Yu-Gi-Oh video. It's only like 15 minutes long to upload of Ancient Guardians. Go ahead and link it actually right up there. And it's, as of right now, I just started recording. I quit waiting. It took forever to process, and now it's checking, which normally it doesn't do that. Normally that's like maybe a 30-second thing max. So not sure how long it's going to take, but this video should still be up Wednesday night. But that's cool. The packs are actually two-tone there. Reminds me of the box art with, it looks like, perhaps good versus evil. I mean, can you get more good versus evil than an angel versus a Grim Reaper? I don't know. Let's get started. Pack number 1. I think that was just coincidence, but that was cool. I like that when we open up the box. But here we go. First ed pack number 1. Very excited. Very excited to check this out. Let's see what the hype is all about. All right, let's get started. I also believe with this release, they got rid of super rares, so we'll see what we find here. All right, we have a common foil, Wartune Herald. We have a rare, Herald of Triumph, Seek Horizon, and our token. So they did change up the pack orientation from those unlimited boxes. They've opened up only unlimited Arcane Rising and unlimited Welcome to Wraith. We do have Crucible of War on order. It's still on our order ticket. It just never showed up. Still there, so I'm assuming we'll get it at some point. So this is not quite what I'm used to. Not sure if the actual Flesh and Blood company made a change, or that's actually just a difference between unlimited and first ed boxes. Vexing Malice, Consuming Aftermath. In our token, we had a foil Overload there. Talked over it, so I figured I'd mention it since I had some air to waste. Packs are also more difficult to open up than the unlimited ones. As I mentioned, Welcome to Wraith and Arcane Rising that I've checked out prior. We have foil Courageous Steel Hand. Another Vexing Malice, Spill Blood, Majestic. Really cool imagery. Now, I did initially watch some actually gameplay. I like the way the game is played. I like that you get to draw to replenish your hand when you're going second, because you get to, interact with the person who goes first on the first turn. So I like that you get to refill your hand before you get on into your turn. So I like what I've seen about gameplay. I don't know too much about the different archetypes here, but I am really enraptured by the art. I love the art that they go with here. A lot of it's kind of edgy, which it makes sense. The rating for this product is technically 16+. It does remind me of Magic the Gathering, but darker, and also there's a lot of artists that I actually recognize from Magic the Gathering. Notably Steve Argyle. I've seen some art cards from him, but we have a foil Majestic Tome of Divinity. That's nice and shiny. That's cool. Foil Majestic. Dimensional Gateway with some X's because it's edgy. Interesting. Prismatic Shield. Alright, that's cool. Foil Majestic. Herald of Protection, common foil. Tremor of Orathiel, rare. And Dimensional Gateway. Foil Piercing Shadow Vise, common. Convulsions from the Bellows of Hell. Now that's a name. And Unhallowed Rites. Like I said, this is a more adult-oriented card game. Some violent imagery I've seen on the cards. Some really cool-looking creatures, though. But overall, I really like the aesthetics of this game, even though I've never played it and don't know too much about how individual facets of the game work. We have Herald of Ravages, common foil. I also like that I'm able to tell the foils apart better than I feel like with other sets from the commons. And by commons, I mean regular printings. Does seem like the foil brightness is up on this product. Not sure if it's because we're seeing a lot of kind of bright angel-themed cards, perhaps. But I feel like some of the older foils, like unlimited foils, the rainbow foils, it'd be hard to tell that they're actually foil. Most often I'd feel like I'd notice it just because it's in the foil slot rather than it was shiny. And I remember actually in our initial box opening, I'd passed over foils in the first couple packs because they really just didn't pop. So I'm glad to see that they really do pop here with Monarch. Like I said, just have to see if that's perhaps a change they've made permanently, if it's just because of the color schemes and themes going on here. We have Unworldly Bellow. But I'm liking what I'm seeing here so far. Seeping Shadows, Ode to Wrath, Illuminate, foil, Pulping, really puts getting beaten to a pulp into the picture there, ew. Sonata Arcanics, Majestic, Hatchet of Mind. That card's a lot. It's like, alright, it's beating that up to a pulp. The card type is Brute Action Attack. I like it. Just the card name mixed with the image grosses me out, even though it's a very apt description of what's going on. Like I said, rated 16 plus here. Bounding Demagon, common foil. Invigorating Light, and Rise Above. We have a rare foil, Plow Through. First rare foil of the box, Invigorating Light and Tear, Limb from Limb, Majestic. Gotta give it to the titles here. They are very, very descriptive of the images. Very good match. Not sure what comes first, the art or the card information. But a lot of it does seem a little bit too on point, if I do say so myself. Still really like it. I'm not saying that in a negative way. I'm not used to it whatsoever. Not used to it. But alright, next pack here of First Ed Monarch. Hungering Slaughter Beast, common foil. Writhing Beast Hulk, and Shadow of Blasphemous, Majestic. We've gotten a lot of Majestic so far in this box, but we've only had one foil rare. Herald of Judgment, foilware number 2. Howl from Beyond, and Seeping Shadows. Take Flight, not to be confused with the channel member of Titan Cards, Take Flight 84. Tremor of Arathiel, and Captain's Call. Levia, that's cool. Shadow Brute Hero. I like seeing these new characters as well. New heroes. And foil rare, Seek Horizon. Halo of Illumination. Interesting, I keep getting distracted by that one common after the foil. Ode to Wrath. And Endless Maw. Rifted Torment, common foil. Unhallowed Rites, and Plowthrough. Looks like we are getting close to the end of the box here. Would love to find another foil Majestic or a higher rarity tier. It goes Legend and then Fabled, right? Just have to maybe find out. That'd be great. Tremor of Arathiel, rare foil. Herald of Triumph, and Writhing Beast Hulk. Valiant Thrust, foil rare. Invigorating Light. Phantasmaclasm, Majestic. That's cool, Galaxy Black. That makes a lot of Majestics here. 5 plus 1 foil so far in this box. Deadwood Rumbler, common foil. I am noticing as we get to perhaps less bright arts on the commons, especially the common foils, it does seem like they still do have a hard time kind of standing out. So do wish that Flesh and Blood would improve that for the future, really make the foils bright, make them pop. Sometimes they are, especially like this one here, Deadwood Rumbler. If I turn it this way, you can definitely see the highlights on perhaps like the mossy afflictions to the arm, and also a bit of brightness from behind the creature. But that one, I was like, is that one a foil? So definitely does seem like that is not perhaps, I don't know, I'll put issues in quotation marks, but issues that haven't been fixed just quite yet. Would like to see that improved upon for future releases. To make sure. Just, I mean, because why foil out a deck? Why spend the extra money to foil out a deck if you can't really tell the difference? At least that's my thought process. Of course, it's a flex thing. Be like, look, my deck's foil. As a former Yu-Gi-Oh player and perhaps returning Yu-Gi-Oh player, I know the importance of getting max rarity. Okay, we have a cold foil legend, but I know the importance of getting max rarity first editions. Sometimes it's just to say that you have it, but I think that should really start to stand out with Flesh and Blood. But I'm gonna get a sleeve. Like I said, I have no cheat sheet for prices. We have our first ever, I believe, cold foil pull here on the channel. Reminds me of some promo cards. So I do believe that is the cold foil. Valiant Dynamo. Warrior Equipment legs. You can only put your Valiant Dynamo on the legs. So be careful about that. Foil Legend. Nice. I like it. I like it. I like it. I'm satisfied. I'm going to just keep going. I don't know how to react to it, so we'll just keep going. But hey, first ever, first ed box here, Flesh and Blood, we pull a cold foil legend. That's what I'm talking about. That box of Leaf Break Kings we opened earlier where we lost about $200 at our own cost. Don't matter. Legend foil. First edition cold foil version, to be exact. I'm pretty happy about that. I don't know about you guys. Let me know in the comment section down below. If we have a lot of newer visitors to the channel watching this video, they'll be like, this chick has no idea what she's talking about. She doesn't play Flesh and Blood. That's true, but I appreciate it. Dread Screamer, Writhing Beast Hulk, and Seeping Shadows. Belittle, common foil. Hooves of the Shadow Beast, common. Unhallowed Rites, and Deep-Rooted Evil, majestic. So I'm wondering if the odds on majestics are just increased because of the lack of super rares. I feel like I used to equate majestics to mythics in, like, Magic the Gathering terms. Now that we do have, I think, at least 7. So we are seeing more, which is cool. I'm not opposed to it. I just don't know if we're having an absolute crazy box or that's the new normal. Cross the Line, common foil. Glisten, Duskpath Pilgrimage. And the last pack here of first edition Monarch. I keep emphasizing first edition because I'm assuming I'll be opening up unlimited. Probably more often in the future. But this is exciting. This is exciting. Last pack. Common foil Ghostly Visit. Ooh. Precariously placed. I don't want to say scarring, but I'd say ritualesque imagery on the body. Precarious positioning, Ghostly Visit foil. Phantasmify and Howl from Beyond. And that does it here for this box. I actually feel bad about not getting this top loaded, so let me take care of that real quick. Got our first Ed Cold Foil Valiant Dynamo. That's a really cool name. Valiant Dynamo. I like it. Eat the box, we don't need it. But all right, I'm ready to go ahead and get on into our recap. Very excited to be checking this new product out. This is actually the first time we get to open up a Flesh and Blood product on release. Those other boxes we've had, as I mentioned, Crucible of War should be here at some point. Don't know. Hopefully it doesn't get canceled from us. That should be here at some point. We've had Welcome to Wraith and Arcane Rising, both unlimited versions. So, I've opened up a little bit of Flesh and Blood, gotten a bit familiar with how the cards work and things like that, but we've never been able to open one on up for release week, so I'm excited to bring that to you guys here today. But we did, of course, have our highlight of the box, Valiant Dynamo Cold Foil Legend. Very cool. Also had a Foil Majestic Tome of Divinity. How many other Majestics did we have? We did have 6 more. So we did end up with a total of 7, like I thought. Deep-Rooted Evil, Phantasmaclasm, Shadow of Blasphemous, Tear Limb from Limb, Sonata Arcanix, and Spill Blood. And also, I'll take a look here, why not? We also had a total of 5 foil rares in the box. Valiant Thrust, Tremor of Arathiel, Seek Horizon, Herald of Judgment, and Plow Through. Literally plowing through people. Hey, it works. Like I said, the art and the titles go along swimmingly here with Flesh and Blood TCG booster boxes. But that does it here for this opening. I had a great time. Very happy to see something, I'm assuming, very nice here in our first one box opening here for the shop. So that's very glad. I'm very glad to see it. Very thankful Bossman lets me open all the cool stuff now. So I get to experience the fun pulls and he doesn't. So I guess we put hashtag shout out to Bossman in the comments for letting me be the person that opens stuff primarily. Sometimes I'll go over to the shop because I am in the second location. I'll go over there and I'll be like, where'd that pile of cards come from? He's just opening stuff. Which is not a problem, but sometimes when we don't have much product, it's unfortunate that we eat through all of it, and then we don't get to actually sell anything. But I think I might have mentioned this earlier in the video. We do have a few boxes listed on our website, have a few in store as well for sale. And we already have one scheduled for a live personal break this upcoming weekend for Anthony R. So hopefully we'll find some more cool stuff for Anthony then. But that does it for this one here. Wrapping up our first ever First Ed Monarch box opening here on the channel. I hope you all enjoyed it. If you did, don't forget to go on ahead and hit that like button, comments, questions, suggestions for places or other channels for me to learn more about Flesh and Blood. Go ahead and let me know in the comment section down below. And of course, if you're not yet part of the Titan Cards family, we'd love to have you with us. Make sure you go ahead and hit that subscribe button. Now, also before I get on out of here and into our 2 personal breaks of the night, do have some Cardfight Vanguard, some Weiss Schwarz, and also a Final Fantasy TCG Opus 13 pre-release kit to get to tonight, so I'm not done just quite yet. But I do have to give a big shout out to all of our channel members. Thank you so much, you all, for going above and beyond with your support of the channel. We really, truly do appreciate it. To those 6 Black Label fans, Andon Bounty Hunter Breaks, Epicenter Gaming, Sean F., Stephen Olivo, and Stephen Bly. We also do have 10 Gemmint fans: Alberto M., Anthony Basileo, Chris Rivers, D. Vaughn, Dusty Archuleta, Jerry Etchie Geek, Jake Rhino C., Joe Howe, Michael C., and Scorecard Collectibles. But thank you so much to all of our channel members, and of course all members do have their names shown on the screen at the end of every single video. But that does it for me here on Flesh and Blood tonight. I think we had a killer first box opening here on the channel. But that is it for me here. I'll be back soon with some more personal breaks, so take care everybody, stay safe, and I'll catch you in the next video. Bye!